Now we're ready to prep a paper blade for grinding. This is the scabbard that Service UMed blades come in. Usually they're only hand tight. If they're not, we have the wrenches here to loosen them. I'm going to take nuts and washers, nuts washer, and the service card, and set those aside together so they don't get lost. Then we're going to grab our blade holders. Okay, this one needs the tiny ones. I'll thread them into the blade. I'm going to use the holes closer to the cutting edge because that gives you a better balance. Okay, if this was a different kind of scabbard, I would just set it straight over like that, because this one's recessed. I'm going to set it on the bench, get the scabbard out of my way, and then come back and look at it. It's okay to set it down on the cutting edge because we're going to sharpen that in a second here. Now, I want to prepare that blade. I'm going to use WD-40 on an old paper towel, but not too dirty of a paper towel, and just wipe it down and be very conscious of what you can feel under your hands. If there's any dings in this metal, you should be able to feel it. I'm going to wipe down close to the cutting edge. And this is where, if they're cutting books or something like that, there could be a lot of glue. And we want to use a razor blade if necessary. I usually just keep a loose razor blade. If there's glue down there, just scrape it off. Especially after the WD-40 loosens it a little bit. Okay. If you want, you can prop it up like this and eyeball it for nicks so you know what you're shooting for. Or if you're pretty comfortable with the customer, like Service UMed, you know there's probably no nicks. You just got to get a good edge on it. So this blade is now ready to grind. And you'll note when I have it here, I'm making sure my handles are butted up against this block so that the whole thing doesn't slide off the table. And so again, you can look at the blade this way. You can turn it over like this to inspect the surface that's going to be touching the grinder.